What's going on, boys? We are back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about free picks in college football for Friday, November 8th. We are entering the greatest 4-week stretch of the year. We just wrapped up the election. We've been crushing it all season in college football. We're going into the final 4 weeks of the season that are going to determine the playoffs and the 12-team playoff seeding. And we've got NBA. I rolled out an NBA free pick on my channel last night. College basketball, there's going to be a ton of opportunity in college basketball, just like college football. And the best part is, I'm going to give you guys $25 for free, just for watching my YouTube channel. So, on Dabble, you get a free $25 if you go through somebody's friend referral link. Well, the good news is I have a friend referral link you can use. It's going to be in the pinned comment of this video. You do not have to deposit. You don't have to give them any of your personal information. Don't even have to load your credit card info in. You get free money. $25 for free. Dabble is so confident that once you experience the fun of their app, you will be a lifelong user. And I'm telling you guys this. It happened to me. It's happened to thousands of my followers. Dabble is a better app. They pay more for 3-mans. They pay more for 5-mans. They pay more for correlated lineups. I'm about to show you some plays where if you put it in on any other app, you are not getting the payout that you're getting on Dabble. So that's why I use them. Is their app the easiest to navigate? Probably not. It might take you a day or two to get used to it. It might not be the best looking app, but at the end of the day, they pay out. They're a billion-dollar company. They've basically been dominating in Australia, and they came to America about a year ago. And super legit, super easy way to run your account balances up, which is all I care about. Now, if you're new to the channel, before I get to the free picks, I like to educate people on why I'm taking these picks and then what the strategy is. So I'm going to go over strategy and I'm going to go over money management. Money management is the key to all of this. You can have the best picks in the world. You can know so much about all the players, know the teams inside and out, but if your money management is off, you're not going to win. So let's go over the strategy first. This is a college football video, my college football strategy. It's simple but effective. A lot of times people don't comprehend it fully, so I'm going to do my best to explain it. Basically, the receiving yard stat and the passing yard stat are heavily correlated. They are intertwined. They are married, right? What does correlation mean? Well, if it's raining outside, that means there's going to be more wrecks, more car crashes. So the weather is correlated with how many car wrecks there are, okay? Police officers, when it's raining, they know that they're probably going to have to respond to some car accidents, right? Because rainy weather is correlated with more car accidents. It doesn't mean that you can't have a rainstorm with no accidents, and it doesn't mean that you can't have a perfectly sunny day with a ton of accidents. But typically, the two are correlated. So most of the time when the roads are slick, people are going to slide into each other and get into car wrecks, right? In football, when the quarterback throws for a lot of passing yards, typically his favorite receivers get a lot of receiving yards. Now, every team is different. Every offense is different. This works better with some offenses than others. Last night, we saw Joe Burrow throw for a lot of yards. Jamar Chase got a lot of receiving yards. So on the Bengals, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are heavily correlated. Now, a guy like Mike Gesicki, who I made the mistake of pairing with Joe Burrow, he didn't do crap. He didn't do much at all. So is he as correlated with Joe Burrow as Jamar Chase? No. In hindsight, what should I have done? I should have used more Chase. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. But that's a great example last night of how this all works. So this is an example of a play that won for me last week. Oh, it is beautiful. I cannot wait for Saturday. Friday's going to be fun tonight, but Saturday's going to be insane this weekend. It was $200 to win $38.50. Now, I won 2 plays last Saturday, and I probably lost 20. And a lot of people will look at that, and they'll say, what the heck? You lost 20, you won 2? Why do you have a YouTube channel? You need to take this down and delete it. You suck. But if you do the math, each loss is $200. So 20 losses, I lost $4,000. Each win is $3,800, roughly $4,000. So I won $4,000 twice. So all I needed was 2 wins to offset the 20 losses. Each win basically offsets about 20 losses. And then the second one was profit. So here is the example again on Better. Now, what is interesting about Better, or something that you guys should know if you're new here, is I crushed them so hard in September that they took this away. You can no longer pair a same team receiver and quarterback. Unfortunately, Better is just useless now. But the strategy works so well that it has forced big companies, Better is like valued at $500 million, to completely change the rules of their game. This small little YouTube channel that you're watching right now, we are a small army. And when we strike, these apps, they fear us. And they change the rules of their game to stop us. They ban people's accounts where you can only risk $2 a play, things like that. So this does work. It has worked on Prizepicks. It has worked on Better. And now we're going to do it on Dabble, and you're going to get $25 for free. Now, the money management side of this, I mentioned it a second ago, but this month right here, it might not look that good to you. To the naked eye, you're like, oh man, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red, a lot of losing. There's only a couple days where you won. Yeah, you're right. But guess what? When I'm losing anywhere from $650 to $2,100 a day. But when I'm winning, I won 5.2K here, 5K here, 18K here. So it's very mentally tough if you don't understand the game we're playing and if you don't understand the money management strategy. We're going to have a lot of losing, and then the winning day will completely offset all the losses. So you can see I lost 187 times, I won 19 times, I made $24,200. Before you comment anything negative, any hate, give me advice, anything, I want you to ask yourself, have you ever made $24,000 profit in a month on any app? Okay? Are you qualified to give somebody who has advice? Now, I'm not talking to everybody here, but there's a small percentage of you that are so delusional, probably 1 in 50 people that watch the video, we get 5,000 views, there's a couple dozen crazies. I'm just saying, it's hilarious to me that people actually comment things like, hey man, your receiver quarterback strategy is not working. It's like, yeah, dude, sometimes it won't hit for 2 weeks. As you can see here, from the 1st of the month all the way to the 13th, we didn't have any wins. But then, boom, it works. And this 5,200 and this 850 offset all that red. So, understand the money management, understand what to expect, understand the strategy. Let's get into the picks. We've got 4 games tonight, meaning we have 8 offenses to dissect. My favorite player, my favorite quarterback receiver duo is the Memphis Tigers. The receiver is Rock Taylor. You can see him here from Oxford, Alabama, 6'3", 215. And his season stats to date are nothing insane, but what I really love about this guy is his last 3 games. He has gone for 73 yards, 6 receptions, 99 yards, 6 receptions, and 111 at 8 receptions. Okay, so his team is putting up points. 52 points here, 33 here, and 36 here. They're getting over 30 points a game the last 3. They're rolling right now. I'm going to ride the hot hand. I'm not going to overthink it, and I'm going to pair him with his quarterback. So we're taking Seth Hennigan and Rock Taylor. This is the foundation of the plays today. I have to pair it up with something else. The best value on Dabble is 6-mans. Would I love to just do 4-mans? Yes, because they'd win way more frequently. They'd keep everybody excited, keep the morale high. Look, we're going to have to eat a lot of losses with 6-mans, but we have to keep following the value because when you hit on a 6-man, it is glorious. It's unbelievable. So I have 2 6-mans to share with you. First part of the first 6-man is going to be Maryland less than on receiving and passing. Ty Felton's been hitting his under the last several weeks. At Oregon, against Oregon, at night, Jabbar Muhammad and this Oregon secondary is going to shut the Maryland receivers down. I think this Oregon defense and Oregon home crowd is going to shut Maryland down. I think it's going to be ugly. I normally am somebody who's rushing to take Maryland overs, but I think traveling across the country, playing at night on the road against what I think is one of the best secondaries, definitely the best secondary in the Big Ten, but one of the best secondaries in college football guarding the pass. Just love the Maryland unders here. Really high numbers because they usually do go off, but it's a good spot to take their unders. TCU overs at home in Fort Worth against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a team that has underperformed this season. They're just letting Alan Bowman start the games and finish out the season. It's like Alan Bowman's 8th year of college football. Bowman is a guy that will throw interceptions, not the best quarterback, but he does get his yards. He does put up points. I think against this TCU defense, Oklahoma State is going to be able to put up points. I like Oklahoma State and TCU overs in this one. I think it has potential to be back and forth shootout. TCU's been money for us all season. So this 6-man is $200 to win $3,860. Next up, we are going to pair Rock Taylor and Seth Hennigan with 4 of my favorite players in all of college football. We've got the Iowa State guys, Rocco Betcht and Jaden Higgins, and they're playing Kansas on the road. Kansas should have put up some points. It should be a competitive back-and-forth game, and I think Betcht is going to throw for 250 in this one. So I think Higgins and I think Knoll, his second receiver, are both going to go over in this one or have a really good chance. Garrett Nussmeier, bounce back spot. He threw 3 interceptions. He did get hurt going into halftime against Texas A&M. And also the play calling in that game was atrocious in the second half. LSU kept trying to establish the run when they couldn't run, so they kept putting him in 3rd and 10 situations on the road at Kyle Field. I was at the game. It was frustrating, but he did hit his yards last week, and he played terrible. So I think he plays better against Alabama at home with the home crowd, with the momentum of that in a bounce back spot. And I think they feed Kyron Lacey. I think Lacey gets to 100 yards in this one. So absolutely love this 6-man for 21x. That means $200. We'll pay $4,200 on this play. So copy both these plays on Dabble. And honestly, guys, you have no excuse because you get $25 for free. All you have to do is use the link in the pinned comment to get $25 for free on Dabble. You do not have to deposit a dime. You don't even have to put your credit card info in. You're going to get your account. So you're going to have 25 in there. Put $10 on each of these plays to win $200. If they both hit, you're going to win about $400. If one hits, you get $200 out of thin air. And then subscribe to my YouTube channel because I will take you from this 25 to 200. And then once we get to 200, I'll take that 200 to 2,000. We're talking about making $2,000 out of thin air. It's not going to happen overnight, but it could easily happen over the next several weeks leading into Black Friday, leading into Christmas. Think what you could do. Think of the damage you could do with $2,000 Christmas shopping this year. That's the goal. That's the dream. I'm not asking you for a dime. It's $25 free money. That's all I've got for you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And we are going to have a huge weekend in college football and NFL.